สวัสดีค่ะ The People Supermarket in central London is different from other supermarkets in many ways. It promotes healthy living, it is owned by its members, and it offers job opportunities for the underprivileged. Co-founder Kate Bull discusses her social business enterprise model. What is the People Supermarket?
The People Supermarket is exactly what it says it is. It's a food supermarket. We're based in central London, so in a very urban city, and we're all about trying to get a range of good, healthy food to our customers.
What's the goal of the People Supermarket?
Oh, that's a big question. I suppose if I broke it down, what we would like to do is create a shop that for its community offers and sells its community food products that are healthy and sustainable. Now that doesn't exclude some of the names that we all know and love, Coca-Cola or Nestle products or whoever. It doesn't exclude those. What we'd like to do is make sure that we can offer people an alternative that has values around it. And those values for us would be that they are either locally sourced or they're good for your health, or that they come from sustainable ingredients, and that actually you have the ability to choose. So we're trying to get the customer to actually be more open and actually have better quality of food, more accessible to them. Because quite often the food that is good for you or is ethically produced is the most expensive. And so what we're trying to do is to bring that more into the price bracket of everyday folk by actually opening a supermarket.
I see. Where did you get the idea from?
The inspiration for the People Supermarket came from America. There is a supermarket in Brooklyn, New York, called the Park Slope Project, and that's been going for about 30 years, so it's quite a long established. And when we looked into that, and there was three of us who initially set the idea up, when we looked into that, we actually worked out that they took over $32 million a year.
Wow.
And they had over 14,000 members, so they're a cooperative. And my commercial mind said, I like those figures. And they were set up in America to provide as a buying group for a small number of people, and then they've grown. So we've twisted that model by opening an open shop that is run by its members. But obviously I have this goal to still have 14,000 members and to turn over $32 million a year. And that sort of gave me the strength and the belief that it could be achieved.
So how is this supermarket different from other supermarkets? You still want to earn profit?
Yeah, we do. I mean, I think profit sometimes gets a dirty word in business. The supermarket is set up, its business model is it's set up as a cooperative. So we encourage people to join. They pay £25 a year to become members. They also volunteer 4 hours of their time a month to work in the supermarket. And these are doing any function you would like, whether that is cleaning, doing our social media, cooking in our kitchen, stacking the shelves, even doing our accounts. That's how they contribute. They then in return get a 10% discount of everything they buy in the supermarket. So they get straight away they get a benefit, a cash benefit. And our 3-year projection is that in 3 years that would raise to 20%. So it's obviously worthwhile joining. They also get a say in how the business is run. So it is their business because they have a say, which means they have a vote. Every month we meet and we discuss matters. So they have voted not to sell cigarettes. They have voted not to sell hard spirits or cheap beer and spirits. They have also voted on our buying policies. So wanting to only source products, fruit and vegetables, they're in season and that come from the UK and Europe, unless obviously we have to go elsewhere for them. So for example, we can't get bananas in Europe, so we have to source those from elsewhere. But where we can, we will stick to the UK and Europe as seasonal products. What does that mean? Between May and September, we don't sell apples because they only come from the southern hemisphere. So what we do is we go out and we try and buy the best peaches, the best nectarines, the best strawberries, the best plums that we can buy locally or in Europe. And we work hard to get those prices down. So you actually think, oh, I don't miss not having an apple because I can actually buy this beautiful peach or this beautiful box of strawberries for the same price that I have an apple. And actually that then helps people think about where the product comes from. It obviously helps the environment because we're creating less air miles. And it just puts people back in contact with where food actually comes from and what it means.
How do you do your sourcing that you get lower prices than other supermarkets?
We do it in a number of ways. We operate what's known as a variable margin policy. So for example, on Coca-Cola, we would actually make sure we get a high margin. So we would actually, if you like, penalise the customer for choosing, in quotes, a not quite so healthy product. We sell organic cola, which we actually suppress the margin on. So you as a consumer have a choice. You can either buy the brand you love, or you can actually buy the brand with values. But it's your choice. It is not a choice dictated to by price.
Who are your main customers then?
The main customers are our locals. We're in the centre of London, a bit like being in the centre of Bangkok. So we have office workers, shop workers, university students. We have over 6,000 customers a week come through the door.
But why would anyone want to come to this supermarket? You can't get cigarette, you can't get hard liquor, or even Coca-Cola is more expensive.
I mean, we're not more expensive. We're sharply priced, I would say. I wouldn't say we're totally more expensive. We do benchmarks at all of our prices against the big supermarkets. Why people come to us is because we're the nearest supermarket. If you ever ask somebody why do they shop where they shop, particularly in the UK, they shop where they shop more often than not because it's the nearest.
It's convenient.
It's convenient. They also shop with us because they believe in what we do. And they actually quite like the feeling. You walk in and you see everybody in their distinctive yellow t-shirts and you know they're a member. So even as a customer, you can identify our members. And people say hello to you, but they say hello because they want to say hello, not because they've been told by the management to say hello. You also go there because there is all this choice of food that you wouldn't normally see. So you can't buy cigarettes, but there's a shop over the road that sells it. But you know, we sell 15 varieties of tomatoes. We sell 8 varieties of apples when it's apple season. And some of these you will not buy anywhere else because we get them from the small local farmer, that small orchard that is going. We sell salad from a local growing community. So our waste peelings, we give to them, they make compost, and we buy back their salads that they produce. So that helps them as a charity and as a community. And when we get the freshest salads you can buy in London, because they're picked literally that morning. They come 500 metres and they're sold in our shop. Well, as a food expert, as somebody who would love food, why wouldn't you? Even if you didn't believe in anything else we did, why wouldn't you want to come and get the best things that you could? And so it's trying to get that balance between all of those things is, I think, why we're so successful.